up first for the Scottish/Pict infantry are these guys who would be armed with javelins. And I'll take you through a couple of reasons why I make the figures I make and the way they look, the way they do. A lot of basic figures that just the basic infantry figures that I make off naked dolls like this. I made a sculpt of a naked guy, and then what I can do, rather than having to make a complete figure each time, it saves a lot of time and effort if I just dress these naked guys, change the head, maybe change the arms around, but most of the figure is actually done, and that's how I was shown at, when I worked at War Games Foundry many years ago. It's the way that Mark Coppleston and other sculptors at the time used to make their ranges. They'd all be built off Mark Coppleston's dolls. So if you look at the ranges of early Germans and the Macedonians and the Greeks, they're built off maybe 3 or 4 different poses. It's a very effective way of sculpting when you're doing masses, and it enables me to give lots of variety fairly quickly when I sculpt ranges. So as you can see, this naked guy is the basis for these 2 guys here, and the same with the others. You can see there's a running guy, the same pose, this guy kind of striking forward, and these 2 guys running forward. Now on these I've kept the arms pretty much the same as they would be on the naked guys, but you'll see on the other packs that I've changed the arms and heads around a little bit more for a little bit more variety. So onto this pack, these would be just your normal warriors. These would be excellent for Picts and Scots skirmishers. I've done a couple bare-chested ones rather, with trews on, which seem to be kind of a leftover from earlier days. The Caledonians were described dressing as such, and I've seen a couple of illustrations that show that. It's kind of very Celtic looking, but I thought there'd be no harm in throwing them in the mix, just to give a lot of variety to the range. And the other guys are dressed in just plain tunics. What I've done with the tunics, in order to jazz it up a little bit and give a little bit more to contrast when you paint them, is I've frayed all the edges of the cloth as though it was a rough weave kind of cloth that frays with time, or it could be intentional, but it I think just makes a more interesting figure. And these, like I say, you'd use these as skirmishers. If you're going to use them with javelins, I'd cut your javelins around about 25mm. A lot of people put massive spears on them. They buy the ready-made spears and just they put them on as they come, which is about 50mm. But if you put a 50mm spear on this guy, it's huge. It's almost like a pike, and even 40mm a bit too big. A javelin would probably look about like that. So that's just my personal view anyway. If it was a spear, I'd have it a bit longer, about 35mm. But you just need to drill the hands through very quickly, and then just insert your spears into them. What I do for javelin guys, for my own personal projects, is I also drill this hand as well, and put a spare javelin in that hand, so they sometimes have 2. That gives them a more authentic feel, I think, because you go into battle with more than one javelin, I'd imagine. Otherwise it'd be pretty useless after just throwing you one pointy stick. So there you go, that's the Pict and Scots javelinmen. Next up will be the Picts with hand weapons.
Hear ye, hear ye. Footsore Miniatures, 28mm historical miniatures. Footsore takes pride in the highest quality metal models, available in the UK, US and worldwide. Footsore believes in delivering high quality products. Find out more at footsoreminiatures.co.uk.